Alright, hey everyone, this is Chaotic Teal, and welcome back to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Let's see, what the heck have we been doing? That's the screenshot button. Oops. What are the controls? No! There we go, that's the map button. Okay. Oh shoot, I think I was going to look up what needed to happen next before I did this next stream. But I forgot to, so we're gonna figure it out. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna throw me off. Okay, so once again I find myself needing to explain what the heck's been going on and why I haven't been on a consistent streaming schedule this past week. I had a family emergency last weekend, so Spider-Man wasn't an option. And I ended up picking up the Castlevania Advance Collection. Frankly, kind of as an impulse stress purchase, but I didn't interrupt myself to stream yesterday because I was busy trying to finish Harmony of Dissonance. So I played through 2 entire other Castlevania games since the last stream, which means that my ability to remember the controls for Symphony is going to take a minute. Because both Harmony of Dissonance and Aria of Sorrow control slightly differently from Symphony. One thing that actually annoyed me about Harmony of Dissonance that I have come to miss now that I'm playing Symphony again is that in Harmony of Dissonance, L and R are both the sidestep button. It's just that one dashes you left, one dashes you right. And I got way too used to just using that to move around. Okay. We need to get the Power of Mist. That'll allow us to get into that spot up at the end of the library past where we fought the Lesser Demon. We have not yet obtained the Power of Mist. I want to say that the thing in the library that we can't get to is Power of Bat. And that would be excellent. Once we have that, we're pretty much golden in terms of mobility. Or at the very least, silver. But not in like a telekinetic it's no use sense. No. I always mess up what candles have sub-weapons in them. Because it's always the same ones. Alright, we can't slide in this game. Also can't dash forward. Playing other Castlevania games really did ruin me. Oh no. Okay, that is where we could get to if we could get to that upper right corner of Slugger and Gaibon's room. I want to see... I've got a suspicion... Rude. That I've got a suspicion that one of the things that we might be able to use is in the clock room. Oh, good. Successfully installed an update for Miles Morales. That's important. So the clock room is gonna be important. Hehe. But we don't have everything that we're gonna need to make it important yet. Or at least to do the big... These things are the worst. To do the big central thing that the clock room is needed for. But... Oh yeah, this one leads to a whole new area. I forgot about that. Cool. My hunch was correct. So, one side of that clock room, the one that we just went through, is actually based on the system clock. It'll open, I think, every 2 minutes, I want to say? I hate this enemy type so much. Like, it's cool, because it's just a bunch of bladed weaponry. And I really like bladed weaponry. But... so annoying to fight. I was gonna say, this is a suspiciously empty room. Is that broadsword better than my current sword? No. Or my flail. That's not quite what I expected. There we go. The stopwatch actually will be important. That's another door to a different area. Okay. But... not right at this moment. So the piece that I didn't get to about the clock tower, or the clock room, rather, is that one of the statues moves based on the system clock. I did not move backwards in time. There we go. One of them moves based on the system clock. The other one will move... Ooh. Oh. The other one will move if you use the stopwatch sub-weapon. Okay. So Olrock's quarters are a through street right now. Oh, okay, this is a warp room. Which means we're no longer bound to the clock room to get in here. Which is nice. Okay, we're looking for goat warp room, I think. Yeah, it's a goat. If you hadn't noticed before, the different warp rooms do have different animal heads. Or, I guess, animals, because one of them is just an entire scorpion. Up above the warp gate. drop a weapon this time. Okay, yeah, I really need to remember. Knuckles good, especially against armored things. Okay, so we've been everywhere we can. This side. I still want the holy water. Oh, that's how you get to the Colosseum. Oh, cool, but I think this is the right place now that I think about it. Hmm. 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 Yes, again, you'll have to pardon my... That's not what I intended to do, but I'll take it. That should now... Yeah, that shows up on the map now. That was illegal. Anyway, you'll have to pardon my faulty memory, given that A, a lot has happened in the last week, and B, some of that a lot is that I played through 2 other Castlevania games. Okay, so we could go dramatically into this room, which seems important and has an ability on the other side. But I don't actually remember this sub-weapon. I think it's a poison needle. I want to say. Also, this connects over here to another one of those enemies I hate, so we're leaving. That's still one of the prettiest rooms in the game, though. Yeah, there's this whole lower level of the Colosseum that we just haven't touched yet. So we're going to do that before we go into what's probably a boss fight. Get punched. It remains really funny to me that I can just punch out knights. Because fisticuffs count as bludgeoning damage. I mean, okay. We can save over here too, I guess. That's several skeletons. And several sub-weapons. I'm gonna guess that one candle that dropped 5 hearts is actually set to drop holy water. We just had it already. Oh hey, it's that behemoth boss from Rondo of Blood. It's seen better days. Though I guess it's also seen worse days, because I think that it was a full-on skeleton in Shaft's fight. That's fine. Blood Cloak. Not as good as the translucent cloak, though. Let's see, if we... Oh, no, there's still that entire bottom section of the left side. Well, let's fix that, shall we? Okay, over here now. Oh, right. I didn't think that they went quite that far. There we go. No. Oh, hello. Punch them in the shins. The Owl Knight is kind of sad, because if you take out the owl before the knight will stop and mourn the owl. Oh. This is annoying. They have, like, proper strategy and stuff. I just got sniped from across the room. Okay. Well, that's a shame. Anyway. Okay, so we have to go to that bottom section on the right again. Because I didn't save, because I was like, this will be fine. We're good. It was not fine, we were not good. That worked, though. Well, that makes sense. You know, dive kicking a sword, not usually the best plan. I want to say that skeleton-based enemies are also weak to bludgeoning damage. Oh, bother. So we're gonna save this time. But yeah, I'm not totally sure. Pour one out for the enemies that can get their attacks completely interrupted by mine, and thus are unable to do anything. There. Holy water, much better strategy against those. I still feel bad. Less bad about the Plate Lord. hello. Gravekeeper's way tougher than he seems like he should be. Okay. There's a save room up there. So I'm gonna head to it again so we don't lose more progress. Now to deal with this room. Okay. Oh, that's a shield rod. That explains why it's so well guarded. Unfortunately, the only part of this room that's particularly scary is those snipers, and we managed to kind of trip our way over to them and take them all out. So the shield rod is pretty neat. That's the wolf button. Okay, so I don't remember the input for it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to look that up if I'm gonna show it, because I'm exceptionally bad at both remembering and performing input commands like that. Makes it really easy to tell that the only fighting game I play is Smash. But basically the shield rod has a bonus effect for every shield. And some of them are just ridiculous.
Who are you? Servants, come forth from the gates of hell! Your blood. The scent of your blood. You're a Belmont! Attack! Rid my castle of this pest!
So Richter's doing great.
A Belmont for certain. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh shoot, what's the missed button? Uh-oh. I can't reset the mist button. I mean, it's good to know that mashing R while holding L can let me backdash more. But that sure doesn't seem to be missed. Give me just a sec. Come on, swipe. Huh. No bother. At the very least, I feel somewhat relieved by the fact that I'm not the only one having this issue. Is it because I set backdash to L? It is because I set backdash to L. Well, that's annoying. That aside, the game was nice enough to give us a library card. Before we entered that fight. How much money do we have? We're getting there. So now, we should save, actually. That's a good point. Get out of here. Fleamen remain the worst. You hear me? You're the worst, Fleaman. Okay, this is the height of this room. So this is not the correct direction to be moving in it. Right, that's not the backdash button anymore. Here we go. That's where we fought the Lesser Demon. That still looks like there should be something there. No, please let me keep that. There we go. And now we can turn into a bat. The bat is not fast. But the bat can be fast. If you use, like, the one input command that I do always remember. Just because I remember it doesn't mean that I'm good at using it. Goodbye. So the Wind Smash input command is just hold jump, which holds you in place, and then do a full circle. And now we have a friend. The unfortunate part of Wing Smash is that it does take you out of bat form when you use it. There we go. The one little spot gap was bothering me. But yeah, it does take you out of bat form. But if you're just using it to travel, it's fast and relatively easy. And it does damage. Not a ton, mind, but it does some. Hey, maybe it does more than I'm giving it credit for. Okay, so we've got quite a few options now. Because we can, you know, fly and stuff. There really aren't a lot of places in the castle that we can't go now. See, that is Warp Room. I'm gonna start by taking care of the stuff around this room up ahead. Though I do want to save first, since there's a save room right here. Notable thing about the fairy, and the reason the fairy familiar is helpful. She will use healing items and such on her own when you're low on health. And she'll also automatically use things like the Uncurse Potion. So yeah, Fairy is super useful. Glad that she's here now. Ooh, and that is Fire Bat. So now we can shoot fireballs. Map? Map. Map, are you good? I don't know why the map doesn't want to count that one space. Oh no, I'm out of mana. So that was weird. Oh, well, okay. I guess it caught up. That's fine. Alright. Actually, I think saving does refill your mana, so I'm gonna go save again. Heck yeah. Rude. Okay, so mashing R no longer lets us backdash. Gracious. Okay. This takes us to... Lion Warp Room is right outside the staircase. We can explore around here later. There is some stuff we can do up here. Wasn't really what I was intending to do next, but... For one thing, we can go up here, but I want to go take care of that opening in the Colosseum first. Ugh. Still no sword. I don't even know what sword that thing drops. I'm just upset that I got it dropped from an enemy that I wasn't able to pick up in time. Okay. Yep, just up here. The End Demon. That's another familiar. I don't know what this familiar does. Is it a nose demon? Does it sniff out secrets? I'm not sure. I prefer the fairy. Bonk. And now we can head back to that warp room. And by to that warp room, I mean almost to that warp room. Oh, hello. That's a fair response. Look, I'm not sure if you two are aware, but you're being very rude. My father will hear about this. And he'll probably be okay with it because I'm kind of storming his castle. That's not at all ominous. One thing to note, at least if memory serves, you can't really do the wing smash vertically, only in a horizontal direction. Also, there are spikes up here, which is fun. S-Dock. Do we already have an S-Dock? We did not. It's a two-handed sword, though. I remember the S-Dock being kind of interesting. I'm fairly certain that it does push you forward a little bit. You know, being a thrusting sword and all. Not yet. That is blatantly a boss room. There was a loading section before it. And I want to save first. And also to have more health than this. Ah, this connects over here with this statue thing. We can now just break your shift out of the way. Anyway. Hey. Oh dear. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Oh, thanks, Fairy. That's fine. Fortunately, it doesn't really seem like they've got iframes against holy water. So that makes my job easier. Ooh, the sword card is fun. Probably my second favorite. Took me a moment to remember what button to hit. Yeah, that's the save room. Anyway, the sword is probably my second favorite familiar. It's kind of useless at first, but you can see in the familiar, I still don't get that demon thing. In the familiar menu, each familiar has a level. I don't remember exactly what the level affects for, say, the fairy, or the nose demon, because I don't remember what the nose demon does at all. So right at first, when the sword familiar detects that an enemy's nearby, it'll kind of meander in the enemy's general direction, if you're lucky, and spin around. Does the sword have any experience? Some, yes. You may be thinking, that doesn't look very good at all. And you're right. Okay, cool. I now know that the sword itself does not have to get the damage in order to get experience. Which is good, because again, right now it sucks. That was... Okay, that was too low. But as the sword familiar gains experience, it starts being substantially more effective as a fighter. And if you get it to a high enough level, you can even use it. Which, admittedly, sort of diminishes the point of having a living sword. If you're just gonna wield it yourself anyway. But it's still neat. Bonk. So anyway, this boss. In Olroc's quarters, who could it be? Man, it's Olroc's. Who could have seen that coming? Oh, you're flying now. Okay, so the holy water's doing a lot less to him now. There we go. Olroc's. Okay, so what's over here? Excellent. Okay, we're gonna need Echo of Bat for, like, exactly one thing. I'm also curious, thinking about it. Okay. So I can have my L button backdash again. Mist is just press both the bat and the wolf buttons at the same time. Okay. That's the wolf button. ordinarily I'd be super excited about the ability to turn into a wolf or anything else dog adjacent. I mean, especially wolves. I like wolves a lot. Down we go. But the wolf form really doesn't have a lot of utility. Some of it might just be... Is there a percentage anywhere? I think only on the save file. Anyway, some of it might just be that... Well, A, I know how to use the Wing Smash, and B, you get the bat form long before you can get really anything that makes the wolf form better. Sorry, there are a few... Since we have the bat form, we can clean up a lot of things. That's the bat form button. Do you want to take this one, buddy? Can you get over there to this one? Oh, you're trying your best. Your best is not very good, but you are trying it. It did some damage to Olrox. We can get a few different things up here. I thought that there was a... Ooh, gravity boots. That is the high jump item. Cool. I thought there was a room right around here where you could get all the different sub-weapons. I'm actually going to go back into Olrox's quarters so I can get that stopwatch. Because since we're in the area, I figure I may as well. Sorry, friend, you are actually doing something useful. It's a little confused, but he's got the spirit. Okay. Using the stopwatch here moves that statue out of the way. We get the a la carte shield, the a la carte mail, and the a la carte sword. Notably, these resemble the family gear. And they're not very good. I do believe, however, that if we get all of the a la carte gear, we do get, I think, a major bonus to luck, I want to say. Let's see. We are right by the entrance to the water area. There's a few different things we can clean up down there. My boy's doing his best. I wanted to switch sub-weapons, but I think I picked up the stopwatch again after picking up the crystal. That was not the right direction. Okay. I'll take the book. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah. Ah. This is a save room, right? Yes. Cool. Right, does the echo... Yeah. The echo is the backdash button while you're a bat. Now that we can turn into a bat, we can come over here. I don't want the stopwatch back. Claymore. That's probably two-handed. Yeah. And it's weaker than the Starflail. Meal ticket. Meal ticket. Several meal tickets. The Moonstone. Since I don't have anything else, I may as well equip those. If memory serves, the Moonstone is actually, and its counterpart, the Sunstone, are actually based on your total playtime. I think if you have under 8 hours, or more than 20, and kind of cycling every 12 after that. I probably have the numbers wrong, though. This looks fine and safe. Sure, I'm glad they put two safe rooms across from each other. Ah, I see.
Mother!
Alucard, is that you?
I'm coming! coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Stay away!
Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I'll gladly surrender my life.
No! I won't let this happen!
It's too late. Just stay with me. Hear my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
Humans. You cannot live with them. You can only hate them, do them harm.
What?
Theirs is such a hard lot. Release them from their pain. Begin with the ones who killed me.
No, it wasn't like this.
Alucard, what's wrong?
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? I am your mother. Do as I say. Release them. Kill them.
No, you are not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
Strong enough to break my spell, hmm? I like that.
You deserve worse than death for this, demon.
Then give it to me, little boy. Don't be shy.
Well, oh, that's several. So we've got a boss fight against the succubus.
Darkling, I smell your blood, your hunger. That strength, that beauty. You really are the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait! I beg of you!
I mean, if there's one thing you shouldn't push on, it's Alucard's memories of his mother. We only barely got hit in that fight. It's not too bad, but it is a required fight. You saw that we got a gold ring after that? That's necessary. Okay, we now return to our regularly scheduled descent into this pit. Okay, let's just... Oh. We do untransform if we go in water. Bat cannot swim. That thing still isn't in here. Still don't remember exactly what triggers that. Since we can fly, though, we can get across here. Oh. I guess it's that. The secret boots are funny. I will show those once I get back up this waterfall. Discreetly increases height. I didn't realize there was an achievement for that. But they just make you like 1 pixel taller. It's kind of amazing. Okay, we can head up to... I want to go around the entrance area again, now that we have that. But first, this guy's here now. We saw a minute ago that the barrels from those can break these bridges. We want to approach from this way. And we want to just make sure he's on screen. Hope Sword Boy doesn't kill him. We just want to lure him over this way. And now we can finally get down here. Can't get a banana. Oh yeah, what was the blue knuckle? I guess it's just an uppercut attack. Weird that it says use on those when it's not a single use item. Wow, that's a really... That title was not that long in the original translation. Hold up. Okay, that was just the candle breaking. Oh good, holy water. Okay. I was gonna say, I trust the room that doesn't look like a mouth to be a safe room way more than I trust the one that does. But you can see now, we've got this whole potential bottom section that this gives us access to. I guess it is fitting we're fighting Cerberus here. Ugh. Sorry about the flickering. That's really obnoxious. Sorry, Cerberus. I'm sure you were a good boy. You're not Precedent C, boy? What are you? Okay, we need a different familiar to get in there. Ugh. No. Right now, even if we can't get in there specifically. Oh, that might be the card for the familiar we need. Yeah, I think it is. Is this the boy? I think so. Yeah, resist fire. Nice. Ah!
There's a switch. Perhaps I should press it.
Oh, I'm really sad that that's a different voice clip. In the original translation, or I guess the original dub in this case, the demon familiar has a much more nasal voice. Please leave. You are in my way. Cool. The demon has a much more nasally sounding voice. Huh. And the line's more like something along the lines of, "Oh, a switch. Let's press it and see." And it's so good. Waluigi demon pressing a button. I don't need to equip anything. Oh, I did want to look at the Ring of Aries, actually. The Ring of Aries is a little odd. It bumps up your strength by 24, but drops your defense to 0. So, by definition, it's a glass cannon kind of item. I could see it being extremely useful, though. And you could see, at our level... Okay, I don't want to go through a separate area door yet. At our level, our strength is 29, because we have a +5 buff from our equipment. So that doubles our strength. It wouldn't necessarily do anything compared to, say, equipping a better weapon. But when you can equip a better weapon and increase your strength by 24... I wonder if it gets used in speedruns at all. Ooh, combat knife. That actually is stronger than the Jewel Knuckles. I think that might be our new... Well, actually, part of why I like the Jewel Knuckles is that they're bludgeoning damage. So, I'll stick with those. Okay, so we've got 2 different area. Actually, one of those might be a warp room. Look, don't worry about it. Ah. Bonk. Please ignore the fire on my right shoulder. Okay, yeah, that's a warp room. I think, as long as it's registered on our map, we can use it. So I'm not going to go through the entire cycle of warp rooms. But that means this should actually be a new area. Presumably the catacombs. Hey look! Catacombs. They've got were-skeletons. The bone arcs are interesting. If you take out either of the skeletons carrying them, naturally it'll kind of tip over. But if you leave it alive for too long... When did I get a crystal? Okay, you need to go. If you leave it alive for too long, the arc itself will shoot a big death ray. Right. You can see that it was charging up for that. If you do take out the arc itself, then the carriers will just run away. They don't really do much without their laser arc. Still 9,000 gold away. I really need to see if I can do the thing in the entrance area now that I have the bat form. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is the one place in the game where we need Echo. Oh, crap. Oh, where was the last save room? Oh dear. Was it before Cerberus? I think it might have been before Cerberus. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, it totally was. Darn it. Okay. So we're going to have to be a little bit more careful. But we need to go through that spike room. It is very important that we do so. I'm mildly uncomfortable with Cerberus essentially having a revolver as a neck. Just able to spin his heads around to shoot differently. These stairs fall. Everybody dies. That's right. Granted, the abandoned mine is actually a reasonably good place to use that sub-weapon. It's just that it's really annoying. Get out. Okay, we didn't lose too much money, at least. I really want that Joseph's cloak. Warp room. There is a save room fairly early in the catacombs. Nice work. You did it, buddy. You killed someone. Congratulations. I will take the axe over that. Okay. Not the nose demon, the regular demon.
Pleased to meet you, Master. I am ready to serve.
Buddy. Alright, let's... There we go.
Hmm? There's a switch. Perhaps I should press it.
Okay, back to the sword. Right. Bonk. Wall turkey. Really do prefer to keep my plants and my people separate. Okay. Anyway, back down we go. Duh. This is a mistake. I have made mistakes. Mistakes were made. I am leaving. Okay, and we're back to the catacombs. See? Catacombs. Let me guess. Yup. Now, this save room actually is a through street. You can see that we can just pass right on through it. I'm not going to do that yet. I want to take care of the Echo Room before I do anything else down here. It's possible that I do not have to clarify this, but we really don't want that bone arc to get it to shoot its laser. Okay, this isn't as immediate a dead end as I expected. The loss of enemies and their contemporaries. No, not the Yo-Yo Man. Who gets vacuumed into the abyss. Anyway, the Lossoth and their contemporaries always make me think of the tax collector from Terraria. Ooh, Ice Brand. Heck yeah. Okay, I'm fairly certain that there is a very important secret somewhere around here. I'm not sure exactly where, but I'm reasonably sure that there is a secret room of critical importance in the vicinity. Okay, see, I thought the other through save room was going to lead over here. I was wrong. Is that the walk armor? Yeah. The walk armor gives us more defense the more of the map we cover, which is pretty cool. Since we're already over here, I'm gonna do the stuff that's over here. Which includes fighting a particularly infamous boss. Fitting for the catacombs, it's, you know, Grand Falloon. So, in every other Castlevania game that this thing shows up in, it's called Legion. Which makes a heck of a lot more sense. I mean, granted, the name Granfaloon might have some connected meaning, but you know, to my more biblically oriented mindset, Legion makes more sense. Alright, I have an axe. Also, this isn't Aria of Sorrow. So, yeah, Legion's just a big ball of corpses. Well known for being just a conceptually disconcerting enemy. I mean, just biblically, where... Oh, I guess we did it. That trophy's called Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, by the way. Anyway. Biblically, Legion is several demons. I want to say 104 of them, but I could be pulling that from Japanese folklore and or spiriture. Mormigil. Holiant Sword. But yeah, Castlevania, it's just... Leading just a ball of corpses. It would be far more disconcerting if reasonable limitations on animation didn't dictate that it's fairly low detail. But it's still a thing, to be sure. Sorry, I'm Googling the thing that's supposed to be around here, but my phone is being painfully slow. Painfully. Okay, so I was misremembering which thing was around here. Do. Oh, of course. The specific secret that I'm looking for is behind the save room that I didn't go past earlier. So I guess we'll get back to that in a minute. Sword Boy's putting in the work. It's getting better. Ah. Please leave. I think the Gravekeepers must be weak to ice. Blood skeletons are notable, by the way, because they function like dry bones. You don't kill blood skeletons. In other words, they get knocked down, but they get up again. You're never going to keep them down. No. I've actually inadvertently figured out a special attack. I don't know how much more useful that would be. There. So the Bloodstone, I believe, just improves Dark Metamorphosis? But the Cat Eye Circlet. Big HP restored by cat damage. The circlet types of headgear frequently make you immune to like one particular element. I was thinking that there was one here that would essentially nullify a significant boss later in the game. But that's in a different location. This one this one. Heals you when you get hit by cats. I'll keep the Bible. Which is a real thing that can happen. But not in very many places at all. Ah, that's what that looks like. I haven't seen that thing actually get to attack in a while. Nope, want the book. Really gonna need to go do that thing in a minute. No! Wrong button. We just want to carefully navigate our way over here. And then we can turn on the light. And now we're never gonna need Echo of Bat again. I'm pretty sure. Overall, I feel like Symphony of the Night does a pretty good job at making its required upgrades pretty useful. I mean, granted, wolf form exists, but it could just be that the way that I play the game doesn't ever make wolf form useful, that I can remember. Echo of Bat is another one that's just questionable. The Spike Breaker, though. Also, I apologize for not having seen those chat messages. I keep forgetting that it defaults to top chat instead of live chat. I don't see everything. Give me just a sec to read those. Those are all fair comments. Anyway. Echo of Bat is relatively underutilized, but it kind of serves its purpose of I guess there are two main kinds of upgrades. There's general use upgrades, and then there's the key to a very specific lock upgrades. The Echo of Bat is the latter. It is the key to the lock that gets you the Spike Breaker, which really is just an upgrade that Mega Man should have by this point. There's something immensely satisfying about just going through and breaking every spike in this room. But you may remember that there's one other location in the game that is full of spikes. And we can now get through it. conveniently enough, it's even kind of in the direction that we're going to go next. I guess I have been going for about 2 hours at this point. So, I could move towards wrapping up the stream here, but I mean, I've been off schedule enough lately that that's a lot of fire. That I kind of just want to keep going for a little bit. So that's what we'll do. Save here. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything we need to do between here and the entrance. So rather than walking all the way through that cave section, I am going to warp to the entrance. Pick up these mushrooms that I missed. Or that mushroom, I guess. Apparently the lingering hitbox of the ice brand can do a second hit, which is nice. Okay. So the scorpion one, which is exactly the opposite of where I wanted to go. Okay, I think horse is correct. Yes. Okay. We have options now. And the first thing we're gonna try to do is that. Did that do what I wanted it to do? Yes. For whatever reason, to get the Jewel Sword, which is what I initially thought the Jewel Knuckles were, you have to go through that cave one way as a wolf, and then go back as a bat. This, I suppose I should clarify, is the only case that I can remember where the wolf is actually useful to me. There we go. So the Jewel Sword essentially makes every enemy very likely to drop jewels that you can sell to the librarian. Apparently, you can also do a sure, you can input, I think. Okay, no, it is a quarter circle forward to make the little sparklies turn to money. Though, okay, those do actually give you money, but they're only worth 1. So, dubiously worthwhile. Just one of those things where it's kind of like if you're killing stuff with this thing anyway, so you can get the jewels from it, you may as well. Though I guess I'm also not sure if I've seen it do that when I actually hit something with it. Now, is this the best way to farm for money? Probably not. We've got a decent amount of sparklies. Though I'm not sure we've got enough for, well, to sell to earn like another 7,500 gold. I mean, it's kind of nice that it gives you this item right outside a room with infinitely respawning enemies. We can just fight these mermen for a while. We have been fighting these mermen for a while. Okay, so we can both hit with and get gems from the or get coins from the sword. Anyway, my point being, we could stay here for a while and continue to do this, or we could just keep the jewel sword equipped and keep walking around for a bit. I don't know off the top of my head whether there's any correlation between the enemy that you defeat and the type of gem that you get. Nice, holy water again. I want to say that there is probably some degree of correlation, but I cannot say that for sure. is that... Holy Mail. I could see that being useful. Okay. I thought that I saw a break in the edge of the map in the room here, as though there was a room up above. Gosh darn it, sword friend. Biggest issue with the dual sword is definitely... it's got a lot of end lag. So... really, your best friend is the knowledge that landing cancels end lag. So if you do a little jump, you can immediately move again. And if you really want to, more for doing increased damage on weapons where that's the goal. If you really want to, you can do a little hop and attack, and then attack again immediately when you land on the ground. Now, the other thing I want to check, can I even hold... okay, I can hold a double-digit number of stuff. I guess it'd be kind of a pain for potions and the like. Sword Boy is becoming too powerful. Ooh. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, that's Grand Cross. Also, we have Power of Wolf. Finally. The issue with that... okay, so I should give Power of Wolf a little bit more credit, because it is fast and it's easier to pull off across long distances than Wing Smash is. But you can't get Power of Wolf without having the bat. And the bat doesn't need a relic for you to use Wing Smash. Though I will grant, you would not know about Wing Smash just right away. So, for a new player, Power of Wolf is likely to be quite useful. Yeah. No. There we go. Okay. A few things we can clean up over this way. This is not one of them. I want to save, not warp. I don't believe that you have to take out the enemy in one hit with the Jewel Sword for it to work. I think that simply by taking out enemies in one hit far faster, it appears that way. Or there are rather more opportunities to get shiny things from those enemies. Rude. Ah, this is the room with all the sub-weapons. Or with some of it. This is a room with a bunch of sub-weapons. Skill of Wolf. What, pray tell, is the skill of Wolf? What is skill of Wolf? Is it that? Okay. Skill of Wolf is, sure, you can input to do a little dash. I will grant that Power of Wolf is better than I remembered. But it is still not more useful than Bat. As much as I would love to say that the Wolf is extremely useful. Whoops. As you've seen me do a couple of times, by the way, you can chain together those high jumps. You don't have to land before you're able to do one again or anything. Ooh, now we have a Bat Familiar. I don't really remember anything useful that the Bat Familiar does. I know that it has some funny interactions with Alucard as a bat. Actually, is this the save room? Yeah, okay. Saving. We'll just fly. It's slower but more controlled. One of the big things about the various forms for Alucard is that you cannot open doors unless you are normal Alucard. I have to, like... Yeah. Just go ahead and clean up a little bit here. Fill in the map, make our walk armor better. There we go. Okay, we must have been able to get up there earlier. Now we can go through big scary stained glass sword room. Our sword is better. Also, each of the individual weapons there has a chance to drop a shiny thing. That's nice. This room's much faster to traverse with the high jump. So here we need both the Spike Breaker and the Mist form. Which is a little funny, because you need the Mist form to get the Bat form, and you need the Bat form to get the Spike Breaker. And you need the cube, or whatever thing unlocks the doors.
Alucard, have you seen Richter?
There is a Belmont here. You are right about that.
I knew it! Where is he?
The one I saw was with the enemy. He called himself the Lord of this castle.
What? That's impossible! You're wrong! I have to go.
Thank you, Maria. Very cool. That gets us the silver ring, though. And rather than doing anything with that yet... Where are they? There we go. I'm going to teleport back to the library. Which does, I promise, have a legitimate function. Other than just let's sell all these shiny things so I can get myself a pretty cloak.
Young Master Alucard. How about this? Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
How about this? Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And now that we have Joseph's cloak, we can set our color. Which really shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. That also alters our bat wings, which is cool. Okay. Now there are a couple more things we want to do while we're in this general area. Okay, I think I'm willing to admit that I've been too harsh on the wolf. Okay, so here... If we keep doing this for a little bit, we will run out of MP. However, the Ring of Arcana increases drop rate for rare items. There are a few other things we can get from doing that. I don't, admittedly, remember what they are. But, I mean, A, I got the trophy. And B, the Ring of Arcana is gonna be useful. Now, the other semi-legitimate purpose that I had for coming to the library is that it's closer to a warp room than the other spot. And we want to get back to, I think, Goat Head Warp Room? Yeah. We need to come back around and go down to the clock room. I'll take that. Based on something I read a few minutes ago, though, I actually want to come over this way. Oh, fine. And save. It's science time. But yes, I do want to save there. With both the rings equipped, though. Oh, good, there's another save room. I'm gonna come down into this totally not ominous area. Just to make sure I get the map completion.
Alucard?
That voice. Maria?
I'm sorry. You were right. He is with the enemy.
Richter Belmont, in league with Dracula.
He must be under someone else's control. We can't hurt him, whatever we do.
But he must be stopped.
Yes, but can you? Then for all our sakes, show me that you will.
So this is an interesting thing. From what I've read, this is actually from the Symphony of, well, the PSP version of Symphony of the Night. This fight with Maria. So I've never actually done this before. Okay, yeah. The cats that Maria throws do not qualify as cat damage. Oh geez.
You're stronger than I am. You can save Richter. Will you? Please?
I can't promise that, but I will stop him.
If it must be that way. Here. I found these. Take them.
And these are?
If you wear them, you can see beyond illusions.
Thank you. I go to find Richter. Stay and pray for him.
Those holy glasses are very important. It would be very annoying to try to get into that elevator just using the high jump. Okay. There's really one place left for us to go. Hack. Oh, right. I can equip useful items again. The fact that there are so many equipable items that are necessary for progress is probably why they only let you sell specific things in this game. For instance, if you could sell, like, the spike breaker, for instance. I already said for instance. Anyway, if you could sell the spike breaker, if you did that before getting into the hallway with Maria and the silver ring, you would not be able to finish the game. So, a lot of the later Castlevania games in this same style moved away from specific equipment that blends in with your regular items as necessary progress points, anyway. Okay, yeah, we'll just go up here. And use this to start fighting all of you. Wanna poke around up here to make sure we get the map filled out. And hey, Power of Mist. I believe... Yeah, now we can... That actually wasn't what I thought it was. But now we can actually fly around in mist form if we want to. The benefit of mist form is that it's completely invulnerable. However, mist form is also much slower and much more expensive than bat form. Get the ghost card. It gives us a ghost familiar. And several life and heart max ups. You know, for the road. Okay, that should give it to us when we get there. Now, like I kind of showed with Richter earlier in the game, there is a switch with some hidden stairs that has all sorts of shiny stuff up here. The Platinum Mail is not as good defensively as the walk armor. Okay, before we go any further, I want to save. I also apparently want to mess up a simple jump. Oh, nice.
I've been waiting for you. Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning to resurrect Count Dracula? Dracula rises once a century. One chance for each Belmont to shine, and then we're finished. Forgotten. If I bring you back now, the battle can last for eternity.
Okay, so Richter Belmont. Mormigil might be more useful here. And now that I think about it, Holy Mail.
Such power! My greatest attack!
Oh no, Hydro Storm. So he only takes a few hits before he starts just pulling out all the stops. But
It's over, Belmont. So, the war between humans and vampires finally ends here. What need for the shepherd when the wolves have all gone, huh? My time. It's over now.
that sword really is strong against Holy. But defeating Richter does seem to have taken care of Dracula's castle.
So you made it.
Alucard, where's Richter?
I'm sorry.
Thank you for stopping him. This must have been his fate somehow.
Are your travels over then?
No, not until I learn what brought him here, what made him.
I understand. Heaven guide you, Maria. Farewell.
Goodbye, Alucard. Heaven guide you too.
Well, we took care of Dracula's castle. We weren't able to save Richter. And yeah, the dogs are freaking out because people just got home. I don't suppose I have any way to skip this, do I? None? Not at all? Okay, well. Guess we'll just sit here and watch the credits for a minute. This is surely the only way things could have gone. The game is concluded. Nothing seems amiss. All the loose ends are wrapped up. The dogs are barking. I'm probably going to get content ID'd for this credits music. Okay, so yes, blatantly, something is off here. I mean, if you were paying attention to the map, there was a room behind that throne room that we didn't get to go to. But we also just didn't even bother to use the holy glasses. Which might have something to do with things potentially working out differently. So we'll see here in a minute, once we finally get through the freaking credits. How things could have looked different. And I'm talking somewhat slowly, because these credits are really freaking long. There's only so much that I can do to fill time here. I was gonna wait and just be like, oh wait, hold up, there's a thing we can do. But no. No, that's illegal. Okay. 99.2 is kind of promising. I'm not sure that that's... I'm not sure that's going to mean that those 5 sections are the only ones I haven't gotten. Okay, so we're going to equip the Holy Mail again. But this time we're going to keep the Ice Brand on, so we're not just curb-stomping Richter in 6 hits. And we're going to make sure we have the Holy Glasses equipped. Barkborf.
I've been waiting. Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning to resurrect Count Dracula? Dracula rises once a century. One chance for each Belmont to shine, and then we're finished. Forgotten. If I bring him back now, the battle can last for eternity. You have lost your way. So be it, Vampire Hunter. Let your battle begin with me.
Once again, we can't avoid Grand Cross. However, we can now see a very familiar orb hovering around the area.
How inconvenient. But we've only just begun. The ascension is at hand.
So now, we can see what's really going on here.
No! What have I done?
You saved him, Alucard. Thank you so much.
Alucard? The Alucard? You can't be. That was over 300 years ago. Never mind that. Is the man who controlled you in that castle? Yes, I think so. Maria, take Richter and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.
We'll get to that in a minute. And by in a minute, I mean next time. I want to take just a moment. And while I'm doing that, I'll kind of give an overview of what the heck is even going on. So after Rondo of Blood, Shaft had in some way cursed or manipulated Richter into working towards Dracula's revival. He brought back the castle, and Shaft was in the process of bringing back Dracula. Fortunately, since we were able to break Richter out, he hasn't had a chance to finish that whole plan yet. And also, we didn't have to kill Richter, which is nice. Okay. I think... So what I was doing was... Okay, Wolf wasn't my best... Actually, no, I can go down here. What I was doing was checking a full map for Symphony of the Night. Because... we are ready to pretty much not have to be on this side of things again. So I want to make sure that we've actually taken care of everything before ending things off. Because I want to start going through the inverted castle, as it is often called. Oh dear. Next time. Bonk. And I think the only secret room we missed is down this way. Yeah, just a little bit farther. You know, dramatic door opening. Huh. I guess there are two different fairy familiars. Okay. Okay, cool. I believe that should be correct. What I missed earlier is that rooms count in the right side there. There are 942 rooms in the first castle. We've got a third... Well, we've got 943. I actually am going to keep the holy water now. We've got 943 because we have been in the inverted castle. Unfortunately, it's not possible to get every room in the first castle without going into the inverted castle, because we don't get that upper section of the room with the teleporter in the cutscene. For now, we can circle back around to the clock tower, or I guess to the staircase, and end things off there. So next time, which should be next Thursday, barring anything ridiculous, oh fine. Next time, we'll start looking through the inverted castle, and on Saturday, tomorrow, I do intend to get back to Spider-Man, finally. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.